Hello, 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 hello. Hi all, and welcome to another edition of a TraderCast YouTube Live. Um, Today's session is going to be fast and furious. It'll last about 15 minutes. So welcome. It'll cover a range of popular markets and key trading levels. For some of them, I'll tell you about what I'm looking at from my point of view, from my trading setups, and this is based mostly on intraday and swing. So intraday would be based in a 15-minute time frame entry, and swing will be based in 4 hourly more so than anything else. And I'm looking at a range of popular markets, including FX pairs like euro dollar, cable, dollar yen, definitely looking at gold and oil, and then indices like DAX, FTSE, Nasdaq, Dow Jones, S&P, and so on. So that's where I am with today's session. Let me just see if this is on. Okay, brilliant. So this should be on straight away. Anything else? Here we go. Excellent. Okay, so hopefully you had the chance to benefit from yesterday's volatility, and the markets carried on moving in both ways based on the news that we're receiving in relation to the latest mutation of the virus. Risk on, risk off throughout the whole day. So now, couple of things that I'm looking at. So let me just change this quickly to the something that could be better for you. Here we go. Okay. So a couple of things here. I have currently open short on Dow. Open short on Dow. For those of you who were watching yesterday's session, I was looking for a long entry around here with a tight stop with the view to take profit up here somewhere. So that was this was basically a yesterday setup. It didn't happen up until late, and instead what I've done is I've decided to go short at the loss of these lows down here. So the previous, let me just show you what I mean by that. So what I was looking at from the intraday point of view, loss of this and a continuation to the downside, and then also loss of this. So this was really important level for me for another leg lower. I'm currently in the money on this position, and looking to see if we see a continuation to the downside, because basically this is a mini version of what I was looking at here, looking for more downside to come towards 34,500, 34,480. So let me just show you that trade, and I'll manage it as we go, looking to take partial profits around these lows, and then at least move the stop at a lower level. So here we go. Sorry, apologies. It's very fidgety to bring these charts across. There we go, that's better. So this was the oversold bounce back yesterday, and this is the entry. The initial stop was up here, above, slightly above. Stop was moved at break even, and then stop is now below entry. So what I'm doing with this is I'm going to move the stop lower at the cluster of these previous lows here and here, basically 207 points below where I entered. My take profit or a limit order was based on these swing lows down here, 34,510, call it 34,500, call it. The way I would normally manage this position is I would likely take partial profits if that happens, and I would watch to see if we see a reversal. If we see a reversal, I would close my position completely and get out of it, because then we could see a bounce higher. If we see a push and end of day close below these two significant lows, that could open the way for more downside, then I would be looking to add to this position. So that's where I am with this position at the moment. Really happy with it. I'm in the money. All very logical from the price action trading point of view. Really happy with it. I'll reassess it as the day goes, and in particular I'll be reassessing it in about 2:30 my time, i.e. when the US markets open, and I'll see how that plays out. The other thing that I am actively looking at from yesterday's point of view, I was looking at FTSE, if you remember, at 70.80. So yesterday's setup was here, 70.80. We were up here at that point in time. The FTSE flushed lower, came back. So I'm seeing this as a fairly major support down here, and I would like to see if we get a retest of these lows for a potential bounce back higher. Still the same area of interest on the upside as the resistance. I take profit, so possibly entry around 7,020 or as close to 7,000 if I see a reversal, if I see a confirmed reversal of some sort down here. I would likely be reacting to that. This is the 4 hourly, this is the hourly. There's a bit of a buying pressure, and that's pretty much it with FTSE. So 7,020, 7,025, or even 7,000 to the downside, nice and round number, for a long setup with a stop at 69.70. So it could be about 30 to 50 points of stop, i.e. the risk, for the potential spike higher towards this area here. So this would be the first level of interest, 71.40. So 120 points of potential gain for 50 points of risk. Breakout above that level opens the way for 71.70, and then 7,220 on the upside. So 3 take profit levels for a potential setup there. I'll see how this develops. This is the 15-minute time frame, much shorter one, and I'm actively looking at this now as well. Okay, so that's FTSE and DAX. Sorry, FTSE and Dow Jones. FTSE and Dow Jones, apologies. The other thing that I am looking at is gold. Again, gold. Gold is basing here. Fairly decent level of support down here. 1775, 1770 to the downside. I'm also seeing this as a major support here. Couple of levels there of interest. There's 2 trend lines there, and this is also a fib from here to here and from here to here. and there's a moving average there as well. So a number of different things pointing to that area being an area of interest. From the intraday point of view, a break through 1800 could possibly trigger the way for the move higher towards 1810, 1815, above that 1821, 1834. So a couple of ways to play this, possibly a break through 1800. Go. Break through 1800 and a push higher. Keeping an eye on this, either a pullback to 1780 or 1778 or a break through 1800 possibly indicates bullish run for gold. I'm keeping an eye on this. There's nothing open in gold at the moment, and that's all I'm watching at the moment. Gold. The other thing that I am keeping an eye on as well from the currency's point of view, euro dollar, this is looking possibly like a short setup. A number of reasons for this oversold bounce back here into a falling resistance. Previous levels, definitely on levels of interest. These are the lows, so these are the previous highs. Then this would be the resistance, and then we would have a support to the downside towards 112. So with euro dollar, I'm actually looking to short sell this rally, and the levels that I was keeping an eye on, actually there. One spot 1370, one spot 1360. Stop would be very tight above that level. One spot 14, so 30-40 points of stop if that happens. This is not triggering just yet. It's not giving me a reversal like here, or like this one here, or like this one here, with the view to take profit towards these lows here. So 112.60, 112.30, 112 to the downside. And then from the risk to reward ratio point of view, this is also very, very good. So we have a potential zone of interest here as a take profit, and we also have this area here as the amount of risk taken, which is this one. So from the risk to reward ratio point of view, this makes sense. What would make me enter? This was one. It didn't really follow through. It's a bit of a selling pressure here. 5 minutes, 15 minutes. So maybe for a scalp, I can go for a scalp here. So I'm gonna short sell very quickly. I'll go small position, and I'm in this trade. Let me just put the stop straight away very tightly. 1390. So I'll go for even tighter stop. I'll show you what I did. I'll show you what I did very, very quickly now. So if I'm wrong, I'll be proven wrong very quickly. I'll be stopped out very quickly out of this trade. Okay. Okay, so that's the setup. Retest of the previous lows, a significant amount of resistance up there. My stop is up here at the moment, about 23 points. Not a lot of risk. It's a small position anyway. It's only a 5 contracts on this trade. Take profit, a number of different levels. So down here, 112.50, 112.30, all the way down to 112. So I'm going to keep it to 112 down there as a ultimate take profit level, and if that happens, that would be great. But I would definitely be looking to take profits at various different levels. So partial profits, partial profits, partial profits. If I can get them, I'll be happy with that. So that's where we are with the euro dollar. This is live right now. Let's see if it plays out. I'll keep you updated on the progress of this trade. We really have 15 minutes to go through this very quickly. This trade, if I don't get stopped out, will be carried over into the afternoon broadcast in our community. So that's where we'll discuss it again. The other thing that I'm looking at, this is my Dow still there. Gold, gold, come on, gold. You wanna go? Come to me, gold. Cable, okay, cable. So, cable, quite bearish, multi-year lows down here. There's really nothing in cable that I want to do. Yeah, there's nothing, absolutely nothing that I want to do with cable at the moment. I was going long in the past, around 133.50. A couple of them played out well, a couple of them I got stopped out. So it was counter trend trade. I'm leaving this alone for now. There's nothing in here that I am looking at. I need to see the break. If I was pushed to find a trade, it would likely be on the breakout 133. See, this level keeps repeating to me. I was trading around this level over and over and over again. 133.50 with a view to potentially do something like this. 134.50, 135.20, and so on. So from the intraday point of view, I would like to see a push, breakout, retest, and then gradual move higher. The stop would be very tight in this case, 133.30, so about 30 points of risk, depending where I get in, if I get in. And yet again, this would be a counter trend trade. 30 points of risk for the potential 90 to 100 points of gain. So 3 to 1 risk to reward ratio. Something like that might play out. Nothing triggered just yet. Okay, so there's nothing triggered just yet. The last thing that I am keeping an eye on is dollar yen, and dollar yen looks good around these levels. Sorry, let me just do that. 112 is a nice level for dollar yen. For those of you who've seen some of the previous daily broadcasts, or for those of you who have access to the community, you know, I've posted the short sell in dollar yen at 115.50, and I triggered that trade. I was happy with it, and the take profit was at 114.50, and then subsequently the price moved lower. The reason for that was this. So that's what I was looking to take profit, 114.15. Now what I'm seeing is this as a major retest of the previous swing low. There. So what am I looking for? I'm looking for a rally from here, one of those candles to form a big, nice engulfing, and a rally from here. Early days yet. Nothing is triggered. This is the 4-hourly. There's a bit of a buying pressure here, nothing triggering. This is the hourly, still nothing triggering. If I am going for this, it'll be a much shorter term time frame. This is the 15-minute time frame and the 5 minutes. So I can go in a 5-minute, but my stop is going to be much tighter then, and my take profit is going to be much smaller. So something around there. So 113.10, 113.20 perhaps for a stop. If this is my entry, and then my take profit, apologies if I'm buying it, and the stop is going to be very, very tight, maybe 10-15 points to the downside. So if I'm looking at that, so my dollar yen trade, I'm gonna go long, yeah, right now, and I'm putting the stop. I'll show you this straight away. 12.60, it's about 20 points of risk, and my take profit is going to be 113.20. So I'll show you that right now. Highly speculative, yet again, intraday, very much intraday. Both of these trades, either euro dollar and dollar yen, they're all indicating the similar setup, i.e. US dollar strength. So dollar yen to rally higher and euro dollar to sell off. And let me just show you that trade very quickly. I'm going to slurp on my tea. It's actually coffee. So here we go, dollar yen. In this trade now, I'll push it up. Currently a small losing trade. The stop is down here, and the limit is 113.10, 113.20 to the upside. Cluster of these previous lows, and here this would definitely be a good partial take profit area. 113.10, 113.20, definitely a partial profit area. And that's where I am with dollar yen. So if I'm wrong, I'll be proven wrong very, very quickly. And risk to reward is not the greatest at the moment, because there's about 20 points of risk for 25 points of gain. But I'll be readjusting my stop very, very quickly. So I'll either stop myself out of this trade very quickly. I probably will not give it a full 20 points. Or I will be moving the stop at break even and taking partial profits, and then leaving some to run as well. So that's the kind of a premise for dollar Japanese yen. Okay. We are coming to the end of today's session very quickly. Hopefully this is informative and beneficial for you. You're finding it useful. If you need to find out more about what we are talking about here, and if you want to learn, if you're confused with what we are saying, then come on and reach us out. Find more about our education site, My Trading Skills. If you are already trading and looking to be engaged with the community of like-minded traders and see further and detailed explanation and analysis of these setups, then you can come and see us in TraderCast as well. So hopefully this is all informative, beneficial. Stay safe, happy trading, and bye for now. Hey Patrick, I can see you in. Good to see you in, Patrick. Thank you guys, stay safe, happy trading, and bye for now. Come on, dollar yen, will you please? You want to pop? You sell off and you rally. Come on.